comes to your mind when we talk about art? Probably music, fashion, museums, but would an ice cream seller come to your mind? Hi, I'm Cristina from Musubi Communications, and in this video we are going to talk about what is art and how we can apply it in our daily life. One of our goals with AikiSkills is the paradigm shift of certain perceptions. One of these is to see our daily life as an artistic form. We're going to talk about two aspects that all the arts have in common and that are important for helping us to shift paradigms with respect to our interpersonal relationships. There is something that the arts as a category have very clear and well defined and that all the world is in agreement with. Let's think for a moment what they have in common, all the arts: music, martial arts, theater, painting, sculpture, all that we associate with the category of art, including professional sport, which also have these things in common. One of the things which is indisputable to art is practice. In art, it is super clear that you need to practice and practice and practice and practice a lot to be able to do the performance with excellence. It is clear that you need to practice to be able to refine skills and, in consequence, be able to apply them, almost unconsciously, at the moment of the performance. The pianist practices for hours each day, including just basic techniques, during the month before a concert, in order to achieve the excellence that he or she wants to transmit in the just 2 hours concert. Similarly, soccer players practice 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, in order to give the best of themselves in the 90 minutes of a Sunday match. This is an important difference with respect to how we face the rest of the things in our day-to-day, especially those things that we see as work, and above all of it, what has to do with communication. If we see communication as an art, then we have the opportunity to see each interaction as an opportunity to practice. Another thing that art has very clear and well defined is the goal. What is the artist looking for? What is the best compensation for a guitar soloist or a Broadway actor? Art has a communicative function. It has the function of transmitting something and generating a response on the part of the observer, to awaken an emotion on the part of the spectator that is in general translated in applause and demonstrations of euphoria, or probably the opposite if it didn't go well. Artists have a very clear goal of interaction and awakening emotions. Perhaps you are now imagining your work and you say, sure, it sounds easy, but Cristina doesn't have to see my boss every day. Or, yeah, well, she doesn't have to deal with 50 grumpy people every day. And there is precisely the opportunity. If they told you just now that you will be changing your job to selling ice cream in the street, would that be exciting to you? How would you imagine yourself? Let's watch this video and continue thinking together. Impressive, right? I like it so much. Before seeing this video, could you have imagined that ice cream could be sold in an artistic way? It sounds strange, right? But yes, anything can be done in an artistic way. It depends on you, not the job itself. You can sell houses in an artistic way, you can care about the clients in customer service in an artistic way, you can make burgers in an artistic way, interact with your kids, make Excel charts. We're not used to this concept, but it can be done. The guy selling ice cream demonstrated. He's making something that can seem very routine and very boring, and he transformed it into art. Now imagine your job. I'm sure that if you think for a moment, you could better appreciate how and when you could influence those around you, and change from seeing those 50 clients that you see or work with every day into 50 opportunities to positively influence other people. Try to look for opportunities to practice, to improve, to achieve excellence through it, and to be conscious of the communicative power, meaning that emotions are being generated in the person you have in front of you. And in that way, daily life and all you are involved in will be much easier. Moreover, if you do this with the tools from AikiSkills to build bridges and influence more, I assure you that you will change stress into harmony with a little bit of practice. How do you see it? What is your art? Do you see other common things in the concept of art? If you want to learn more or become a black belt in communication using the parallelism with the martial art, click below and you will find information about our next trainings, how to contact us, or more videos to keep learning how AikiSkills can help you move from the stress that many interactions make us feel to resilience, harmony, and empowerment. Thank you. See you next time. To be conscious in the communicative power and change from seeing those 50 grumpy clients to being us to shift paradigms with respect. Perhaps